Hey YouTube, this is my last tutorial for today. It is going to be on how to do like a 3D effect. Like if you've ever been in a movie theater while the movie was playing, like a 3D movie was playing, and you took your glasses off, you kind of notice there's kind of like that red blue kind of like offset on the film. I'm going to show you how to like do that. You can use it as an effect. I'm also pretty sure you can just put like some of those 3D glasses on and it'll look kind of 3D, but I don't really know. I just use it as an effect. But anyways, as requested by Armadillo Effects, he's a pretty sweet guy. I have him featured on my channel. I'll link his channel in the description. You should go check him out. He's a new editor. But anyways, he requested that I do a tutorial on this type of thing. So I'm gonna make one real quick. It's really simple. It's really easy. I should have a pretty easy time explaining this to you. I know my last two tutorials may have been kind of vague. If you want, you can message me a tutorial that you want me to make if you can put up my tutorials, and you can ask me any questions in the description, or you can YouTube message me, and I'll try to help you out, figure out what you're having trouble with. And alright, I'll get into this tutorial. So to make this 3D effect on your video, you're gonna have to go right here. I know this works on Vegas 11 also. It's right above the preview screen. It's called Project Video Properties. You can also get to this just by clicking Alt and Enter at the same time. So you click this. Now there's this part that says stereoscopic 3D mode. You're gonna want to turn it on, and you have three choices. So the traditional like red blue 3D effect is the red and cyan colors. You can also do the exact same thing with amber and blue and green and magenta. You'll see the red and cyan colors, and you can just switch them out for either of these if you choose. So I'm just going to do this traditional one. So you got to make sure you press apply and then OK. So it makes it kind of gray, and you can fix this with like color correction. But once you've done this, you want to go through your video effects and scroll down, and it's not like a plugin or anything. It's just called Stereoscopic 3D Adjust. Every Vegas is gonna have it. At least 11 and 12 will. You just take it. Whoops, sorry, I right-clicked it. You take it and you drag it onto your video that you want to do this 3D effect on. You gotta have this thing turned on, or this isn't gonna do anything. So then you just select the offset. You can see, you can kind of see what it's doing. Depending on what you want, you can adjust it way out like that, or way out like that, or just like a little bit. And if you decide you want it to like, you want it to move, like the 3D adjust, you want like in the video while it's playing, you want it to do something like that, like while the video is playing. All you got to do is go to this animate button. Now it's going to give you another timeline, and you just you choose a point on the timeline where you want it to go. If you want to like cut up the timeline, then it gives you a better idea of where it is, and you can just go to the very end of this, and it's going to do your cut up section. So you can click somewhere on the timeline and then adjust it to like that, and then it's going to move as the video goes through. So you don't have to accept anything, you just close out of that, and you can see that's what it does. So you can see the 3D, it kind of like overlaps and then switches. So I'll show you what I meant by like cutting up the video before. I'll just undo that effect, get rid of it. So if you want the 3D thing to happen in between here and here, you just click S, the S key, and that cuts your video. So now when you drag this onto it and you want to animate it, you just go to the very end, and then if you go to the very end, that is the end of this part, because this effect only applies, the timeline only applies to this section of the clip that you cut. So that was probably kind of vague what I said before, so they should clear it up a bit. And then if that's how you want it to go, that's how it's going to go, and it's going to happen all in between this part. So I have one more look. You can see it's a bit sketchy. So you can see the blue part is at the end, and then as you go through, the blue part is in the front. So I hope that explained how the effect works. You can use it creatively for effects and such, and good luck with editing. See you guys.